Hondurans are heading to the polls to vote for their next president on Sunday. Historically, that choice has been limited to two established parties, the Liberals and the Nationals. But this presidential race has seen a range of new parties enter the fray as the country struggles with terrible violence and an ongoing financial crisis. John Holman reports.
Hoping for change, Hondurans are preparing to choose their next leader, and in the midst of a prolonged crisis, new parties and faces have emerged. Like Xiomara Castro, who would be Honduras's first female president if elected. The leftist leader says her gender and new party, Libre, mean a fresh start. But her husband is a face from the past, Manuel Zelaya, the ex-president ousted in a 2009 coup which polarized the country. Many believe if Castro is elected, her husband will play a leading role in her presidency, a prospect that continues to divide Hondurans.
It seems to me that one of the greatest opportunities I could have is that someone with the success of President Zelaya can give me the advice I need to solve the country's problems. Logically, I will make the decisions.
The coup that forced Zelaya out has had a deep and ongoing impact on this small, impoverished country. International aid was cut and internal divisions have grown, exacerbating the problems of a state which frequently runs out of money to provide for hospitals and schools. Failing forces of law and order have struggled to deal with worsening gang violence. The country is one of the most dangerous in the world. Juan Hernandez, candidate for the governing National Party and a supporter of the coup, says he is the man to put things in order.
Listen, I'm a man of results. I'm very demanding with myself, and in this country, we need order in the justice institutes, in the Constitution, in our laws.
But critics accuse him of using his position as President of Congress to change Supreme Court judges and the Attorney General in order to increase his influence. Corruption is so endemic across the political spectrum that Salvador Nasrallah, a popular television presenter, is running specifically on the promise to wipe it out.
Politicians that have governed the country in the last 100 years have seen in the positions of power an opportunity to get rich and make their families and friends rich.
The electoral process isn't immune to such corruption. Concerns about voter fraud and the origins of campaign funds have hung heavy over this race. Cash handouts and populist speeches offer candidates a well-trodden path to the presidency.
Candidates know that personal contact or an offer of material help to families can win votes. That's why, for example, Juan Orlando Hernandez, the candidate for the National Party, has come up with the Cachureca. It's a discount card for shopping, fast food and telephone calls.
Meanwhile, Hondurans like Oscar Giron say they've heard little in the way of long-term solutions.
There is no politician, even though we have had 8 candidates, that has any real policy ideas and who doesn't respond to interests.
The next president will have to surpass those expectations if there is any hope for this small country to move beyond its many problems. John Holman, CCTV, Honduras.